Yo, yo, yo. We live. Think we're live. Think we're good. Let me check the copy trader 05. Yeah, I think we're good. Do. Edit. This is good. Manage. Save. And I think we're good, boys. We are good. Yes. GM, brother. Let me get the Apex accounts ready as well, because I'm 2 days away from another payout. Two days away. I meant to say my alpha futures, not the Apex alpha futures. And I think we're good. Oh, shit. Have a new camera angle. I don't want to tweak around. I mean, we're waiting for the macro as always, boys. Okay, yes. Ooh, it's a lot more wide. It's wider. Might be doing too much. It is wider, and then I could just add this. There you go. Then this shit. I need my fucking glasses. There you go. Here they are. This. Zoom out a little bit. About right there. This. And let me tilt it. Boop. Just a tad. That's weird, right? I'm doing too much. I think I'm doing too much. Get out. Yeah, let's just use this. Alright, let's look at the daily again. We're very much chopping. We're still struggling to take highs. However, we are still trading inside of the bearish gap. No clear direction. Yes, we're in the bullish gap, but we're kind of consolidating here. In my opinion, we are making lower lows. Is it time to maybe make a higher low? We'll see. In the 4H, we did inverse this bullish gap, making me kind of bearish. Kind of seems to be that we still want to seek lower. We did respect the bullish order block, but kind of choppy, kind of sketchy. Bullish in the 1H. We did sweep some liquidity up here. Where are we at with the London lows? So London low has been swept and the high has been swept, but we still have unmitigated Asia lows. We do have SMT within the highs. See how price behaves. Let's give it a moment. We do have Asia lows. We've already swept the high. We have SMT within the highs. So right here, here to here. What do we have? We have SMT. How you pass the eval? Well, I just copy trade and forget. I just double my risk on evals. Instead of risking 250, I risk 500 and forget about them. Just trade my fundeds normally. But if it's your first eval ever, or you've never been funded, I do recommend you risk 250 to make $500 and take it slow. So you could get a sense of how you should be trading, how you're going to trade in the funded stage. And if you're like a more seasoned player, more seasoned trader, I would recommend if you're not funded and you're back in the eval stage, maybe I would recommend a more aggressive approach, a more hands-on approach. Maybe, for example, some evals you need to make 1.5k. So maybe try to aim to make the 1.5k in one trade. So one high leverage trade. Do you gamble? No, no gambling. High leverage on a setup on a unicorn. How much did you request payout? Well, yesterday I requested 1.5k from Alpha, and it's been approved. So no SMT anymore. Checking the other time frames, checking the 5 minute. So there is no SMT anymore, not quite. This high has been swept by ES as well. How you use your payouts? Well, I reinvest them into my stock portfolio, savings, um, have some reads, have some Bitcoin, have some fintechs, have some stocks. Uh, I reinvest them into more accounts, and well, not really spending much of my money, honestly. Waiting for the macro. I mean, it is macro time right now. Not really anything for us to trade. Let's just give it a moment. Let me get my water. Are you rich now? I mean, I've always been rich, brother, I guess. Can you explain unicorn? Yes, brother, in a bit. Once it prints, I'll definitely explain, but okay, let me give a. We do have a bullish unicorn right there. I'm not too inclined to take it. I'd rather just be patient. There's really nothing for me to trade. But in essence, the unicorn follows a simple pattern, the market maker model, market maker buy model, which usually the markets always move the same way. So in a bullish example, you have your accumulation, which is pretty normal, right? followed by a manipulation, followed by a distribution, and then unicorn entry right there. So you have your IFVG traders. The fuck? You have your IFVG traders taking longs right here, right there, right on the IFVG, that prints right there. Well, sometimes they don't even wait for the market structure shift. They take a long right there and they consider that the IFVG because that's just a pattern trade in my opinion, but they take them anyways. But the unicorn waits for the market structure shift right here and the entry is right there. For longs, it's right here. And this is in essence what the unicorn is. And sometimes I look for re-entries here. So there is a bullish unicorn on the 2 minutes. I do see it. Is there? No, never mind. There isn't. There's not a bullish unicorn. No bullish unicorn. There's nothing. There's really nothing for us to trade here. So that is the unicorn, basically. So there's currently nothing for us to trade. We're kind of sidelined here for a bit. Um, we do want to get closer to 10 a.m. It says you need to make 6% to pass an eval. Do you make 6% every month? You need to make. Is that right? Is 6% right? I don't think it's right. Is it right? Isn't it 3%? Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right. No, you're right, 6%. Correct. Do you make 6% every month? Fuck no. I'm trying to make 2% every month. Sometimes you get outlier months where you make 3%. But as I mentioned before, that's why I double my risk on evals. Yes, sometimes I blow them. How you pass eval? Just trading it slowly, brother. Double my risk. But I'm trading the unicorn always. Trading one strategy. Patience pays, boys. It says I am a professional trader. I move with purpose, not emotion. My job is not to predict. My job is to react with discipline. And shout out to the boy. Shout out to the boy. We got pieces. This is a song he cooked up. Got cooked shorts. What was your entry model, brother? After data week sweep, yeah. So I'm waiting, boys. Want to get closer to the 10 a.m. I'm chilling. No trades taken yet. You're live on YouTube, boys. It says, should I risk double on 550k or 1,000 without consistency? Well, it depends. Have you ever been funded before? No, but I traded 1 year. But you've never been funded before, so I would just risk 250 to make $500 per day. And I would take it slow. I would build consistency. And then look to get funded in about 4 weeks. Get nothing for me to trade yet. Waiting for the 10 a.m. New liquidity sweep shenanigans happening. Rather just wait, boys. Nothing really for me to trade. The unicorn has to be painfully obvious. We'll replay that song again, cause fuck it. We do have a new day opening gap. You're live on YouTube, boys. Patience pays. You're in sell position in Euro USD. Good luck, brother. Forex trading. Best of luck. We only trade NQ here. Y'all listen to this song? I think you can. Are we coming for these highs? How are you? I'm good, brother. Thanks for asking. I'm chilling. Feeling a lot better, boys. Mentally. I did recently quit smoking. I'm on like a 40-day sobriety streak. And at first it was hard, but now I'm getting better. Feeling better. Love from India. Much love, brother. Would love to visit India. Yo, yo, yo. How we doing? Good morning, brother. How are you? How are you all? How y'all doing? 20 people in here. 26 people. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Oman here. Thank you, brother. It says the market is not my enemy. It's a mirror reflecting my greed, my patience, and my control. When I'm calm, the market rewards me with clarity. When I chase, the market punishes me with chaos. Facts. How many times have you not opened a trade and immediately felt a feeling of regret? You immediately, my bad. You immediately regret your decision of opening a trade because maybe you over leveraged or maybe you gambled on your entry. That is the feeling of chaos that the manuscript talks about. So it's 10 a.m. open now. Trying to catch the 10 a.m. So we did respect this hourly. Where do we want to go? Do we want to go for these highs? Do we maybe want to rebalance into the OB? Maybe take Asia lows? I am watching the 2 minute. How is it going to behave? Just give it a moment. Let price do its thing. Fuck drinking and smoking. Shit poisons. Facts, brother. Him is been MIA, still stuck. Been stuck in eval jail the past 3 months. It's part of the game. Take it slower. Take it slowly. One eval, trading the unicorn, risking 250 to make 500. Giving yourself 4 weeks to try to pass the eval is a great spot to be in. To learn the ins and outs of the unicorn. To get accustomed to trading one strategy. And it's the same momentum you want to build in the funded stage. Fuck smoking and drinking, brother. Yes, honestly. Well, from our using, I'm currently, my leader is trading Apex, but I traded with Apex, Funded Next, and Alpha Futures. I got banned from Top Step. Got banned from Top Step. I'm just waiting, boys. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Why did I get banned? I would love to know, brother. I have no fucking idea why I got banned. No idea. I guess when you start making money, they want to ban you. I was sure I was gonna get called up to live on Top Step. I was waiting for that moment, but the moment never came. I'm legit just waiting for an entry for something. There's nothing for me. Yeah, I learned it's not about the objective, it's about the process, more input than output. Been super consistent, trusting God and knowing that my time is coming. Patience. Funded Next is good. I don't know, brother. Never got on the payout with them. I'm trying to figure that out. Trying to figure that shit out. Your discipline is one of my inspiration in trading. Let's go, brother. You and I are no different. Whatever I could do, you could do it. You could achieve it, brother. It's all about having faith in the strategy. If I copy your traits, can I pass eval? I don't know, G. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't rely on somebody else to handle my trading. It's not about this. It's a good place to learn how the unicorn works, how to trade it. It's a great place to learn discipline, but eventually I'm not gonna be here forever, bro. Or there's days where I'm not gonna trade. You going to Japan was my wake-up call that this shit is real and can change your life in months. In months. It took me 9 months just trading the unicorn to get my first payout. 9 months. And those 9 months was 9 to 10 months. Those 9 to 10 months happened this April. So since April to August, look at the payouts I've gotten. April, May, June, July, August in 5 months. Oh, shit. We might look to take this, boys. We might look to take this. 10 seconds. We're not really getting a proper shift on the S. Alright, yeah, no entry. No entry. No entry because there's no gap. We're waiting patiently. Waiting for the setup. I did reach 3,000 followers on Instagram. I'm trying to reach 10,000 by the end of the year. In order for that to happen, I need to up my social media game, which I've been trying. I've been uploading trial reels. Where can you learn my strategy? I have a YouTube video covering my strategy. You go on YouTube, my channel, I have a bunch of videos. It says they have real problems with copy trading, so be careful. What do you mean by that, brother? This is not financial advice, by the way. This is just literally me streaming my journey, my trading journey every single day. That's all it is. If you want to copy trade, do so at your own risk. I have a 47% win rate, which that should tell you that I lose more than I win. On which time? Do you mean which time frame? Well, I use all the time frames. The 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 3 minute, the 15 minute, the daily, the hourly. Everything matters. We have 5 more minutes for the macro. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. It's all about patience, boys. It says, I don't need to trade often. I need to trade precisely. Every setup I take must earn its place. I trade quality, not quantity. I wait for alignment, not excitement. If we can't get aligned, we don't take a trade. What's the confirmation for entry? We need a gap. So I was a little bit more inclined bearish. I am still more inclined bearish because we are in a premium at the moment, and we do have unmitigated Asia lows right here. So I am looking here at the 5 minute. But the macro is about to be over soon. ES is struggling to break lower. Might be a skip in the first macro. Patience pays, boys. I passed the 25k CAFD account, and in real account they say you're trading with another account to get at the same time, so they banned me. Perhaps. I mean, but they do have the add-on so you could copy trade with Project X. Which is bullshit in my opinion. They're gonna ban copy trading. Why even have the option with Project X and the copy trader? Even though it is displacing lower, no real entry for us yet, or at all. We are going to get a gap there if price allows. We do have some nice DOLs down here, perhaps. But we still need a couple minutes for the trade to close. All this is my bullish order block that got inversed. Even though it's going to be slightly off macro, I think I might take this. Reason being also is that ES is displacing as well. Not below, yeah, not below this. We might just skip this. We might just skip the macro altogether. I feel like it's gonna be the smarter play, all in all, because ES, we do have a bullish S&T here. ES is failing to displace this low. Price is not really aligned, and it's not what I want to see. So I think I'm just going to fade this macro entirely. We're going to wait. Which is your favorite pair? You can see right here, trading NQ. Yeah, I'm not gonna short this. Not gonna short this. Bullish, as you say, the bullish 15 minute. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip the macro, boys. We're gonna wait for the second macro for setup. Nothing really here for us to trade. I was going to catch some shorts up here if there was a gap presented, but as you can see, it just displaced. We wanted to see the gap maybe up here, but unfortunately, we did not get an entry model. So we're going to skip the first macro. So now is the perfect time for you to go make some coffee. If you're trading strictly the unicorn, if you're following what I'm doing, it's a perfect time to relax, stretch your legs. I already did my bed, but what I'm going to do now is make some tea. Is what I'm going to do now. I saw a small gap at 10:01. Oof, you're really pushing it. I mean, at least not in trading view. Don't really see a gap. Don't really see a gap. But we're getting a nice little 5 minute unicorn. There could be an entry here, but we have to wait for the next macro because the macro is over. So we do have Asia lows, remember, we do have unmitigated Asia lows. So I'm not really scared or nervous about this 15 minute. So yeah, I got for the next futures. Futures. I only trade futures. Try to only trade futures. So we are going to wait for the next macro, which is in about 30 minutes. Like I said, now is the perfect time to stretch, to go make some tea, some coffee, and I'm going to do that. All right, I'm a BRB. Let me see. Let me type up a message for the people that just joined. BRB waiting for next macro at 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 there you go. 10:45 EST. So I'll be back in like 15 minutes. Let's see, let's answer this question. That will be RB. It says, Matrix Miss, rise fuck up and chase the light. Fall 10 times, stand up and fight. Dream like a king, let your courage ignite. Your time is coming. Go conquer the night. Beautiful, brother. Thank you for the message. I will go ahead and do that. So, BRB, y'all should BRB as well. Step away from the charts for a bit. Come back in the next macro. So, good luck, boys. Yo, yo, yo. Alright, we're live. We're back. We are back. So, huge, huge sell off. Price did not care about the 15-minute bullish gap, clearly. The 3-minute unicorn does end up playing out. So, this would have been a clean top tick. Clean top tick. Hindsight is 2020, of course. We wanted to wait for ES to shift market structure lower, which it didn't, but this was the initial trade that we had frame, and now we know it would have played out. Just gonna take a screenshot just so take note on it. So there's still 10 more minutes for the macro to happen. Good to see the unicorn works perfectly. And now let's just wait. Again, it's all about waiting. It's all about patience, boys. It says, losses don't break me, they teach me. A red trade is feedback, not failure. I don't fight to be right. I trade to be consistent. One trade does not define me, the process does. Facts. Super facts. So yeah, I'm still looking at this 3-minute clean bearish unicorn. You have your bullish OB right here turned into a bearish breaker. And you have a couple of stacked breakaway gaps. You can see price even tapped this one, which was where we had our initial entry. That would have been a clean top tick. Would have, should have, could have. Clean trade. But again, the thing that wasn't really nice about the setup was the fact that ES was not really aligned. Although in hindsight, ES did place in a bearish gap, and that should have been enough for me to confirm the trade idea in hindsight. Again, hindsight is 2020. We can't know until it happens. But it's a good thing to see it and analyze it. Definitely a good thing, I must say. So I am 2 days away from an Alpha Futures payout. Another one. See right there. 2 days. I don't know if you can see it. Yep, you can see it. 2 days away from a payout. If we go to, let's see, achievements. Oh my god. Copy, paste. Look at the date, 2407, the end of July. About a month ago. This is a month of results. We are waiting for the macro, boys, as always. We're waiting for the macro. We're waiting to catch the next 15-minute candle. Patience pays. We end up respecting the 15-minute. We still have some room to dump. Feel like this just confirmed the bearish. It did come for the New York Open, which is crazy. Check my phone real quick. Bro, Bitcoin pumping. And we talked about Bitcoin on other streams. Bitcoin is pumping. I've been long waiting for this moment. Patiently waiting, boys. 5 more minutes for the macro. We're trying to catch the next 15-minute wave. So we still don't sweep the high or the low. We remain here in the range on the daily. You can see that on the weekly we are trading inside of a bullish gap. So that could be dangerous. However, we did have some power of 3 here, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and now coming back for a retracement towards the sell side. Where does price want to go? Where does price want to go? Let's see what price does. Couple minutes for the macro. Patience pays. The unicorn has to be painfully obvious. If it's not obvious, do not take it. If you're new here, you would greatly support me if you liked the stream, if you subscribed. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Trying to reach it. Trying to reach it. We still have Asia lows. We still have some sell side to mitigate before eventually displacing higher. Respecting bullish PD arrays. Let's just wait up. The macro's barely going to start. There is a bullish unicorn here. I'm just not like 100%. It tapped right there. Rather just wait. Rather just be sideline TBH. Because I'm still not sure where price wants to go, where price wants to draw to. Has to be obvious. So what do we do if it's not obvious? We wait. Although it is tapping as well on the S just at the start of the macro. Definitely could see this displacing a little bit higher. Alright, the macro started. Price is struggling to go higher. Is this bullish unicorn going to hold? Is it going to stand? Again, there is still some sell side to take. There is some low resistant liquidity within these lows, as well as we do have Asia lows. We do have external right here. We still have some draws lower. Hence why we actively decided to fade the trade. So part of me still wants to see price go lower, hence why I'm fading the trade. But let's see how price behaves. Still watching this bullish unicorn trade idea. The entry has to be down here. Putting a new bullish order block. This is looking good. This is probably where you want to move your stop loss to break even. So I'm trying to see how this trade would have ended up playing out. I am not in this trade, boys. I am not in the trade. This is a paper trade, a mock trade, just to build the confidence, just to see the unicorn in action. Right there is your break even sign. You want to see price. You got in at 190. Well, you got in super low. We do have SMT within the highs, so it's great time to move to break even. I just want to see how this trade would have ended up playing out. Apex pay you all your payouts yet? Apex, yes. Apex do pay. Alpha Future takes a while to get the payouts. About 3 weeks to get the payouts. But they have paid me 2 out of 7. So there's still 5 missing. Yo, what's up, Miles? What's up, brother? How you doing? Let's hop on the call. ASAP, brother. I am not in this trade. This is just a mock trade to build the confidence, to sharpen the eye, to see would've, should've, could've. Just watching the unicorn happen in real time. GM, Senny, what's up, brother? Killing it, dog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trying to be better, G. Trying to be better every day. So this is looking good. It seems to be that we are going to hit the profit, take profit in the mock trade, in the paper trade. I mean, that's basically profit. Probably would have manualed. I feel like it, right there it hits. That is fully out right there. And that is a clean bullish unicorn. You have your breaker block right here. And you have your breakaway gap right here. You stack the two and that's the unicorn. Clean bullish unicorn trade right here. Aligned as well with ES, with what ES was doing. That is our paper trade. I did not take it. No, I did not take it. Just a paper trade. Faded it. Faded the position. Unfortunately. It's kind of the price you pay for fading. Really liked your YouTube vids on your series. Give me some feedback, brother. Are you watching the Trader's Identity? I'm just 2 episodes in. I need to lock in and do some more. Been great. Bad brother, thanks. Glad you enjoyed it. Gonna be dropping some more vids soon. Alright, so we're in OT of the range, tapping inside of a bearish 5 minute unicorn that we were looking a while ago. OT of the range. If we get some type of CRT, I could take this, boys. I could take this. And I might take it. Might do like 3 cons, 2 cons, perhaps 3. Yeah, I'm shorting here. We're tapping inside of the 5 minute. We got a CRT. We're in an OT of the range. So this is going to give me about a 40-point stop loss, which is here. And we have a long way to go. Long way to go, boys. Let's see how price behaves. Hard for me not to take the setup. So I will be looking to re-enter if a bearish unicorn shenanigans presents. I will be on the edge to see if a play happens. So the reason I'm taking this trade is because we are in a 5 minute bearish unicorn. We're tapping OT of the range. Is a trade we framed earlier. We have unmitigated Asia lows. We have some equal lows right here. And we entered off candle range theory. 1, 2, 3 candles. Third candle closes below the first candle, which is this. So that is what I consider my change in the state, CISD. And that's enough for me to enter on the position. So let's see how the trade ends up playing out. And we'll of course journal it in hindsight. Of course, my whole analysis, my whole bias can be incorrect. It's part of the game. But it's hard for me not to take this setup if it's something we've been waiting for all day. I do want to see NASDAQ take Asia lows. Hence why I'm aligning myself with this bearish trade idea, with the bearish narrative. The market does not owe me anything. The market does not care about the unicorn strategy. The market does not care about my win rate, about anything. Price goes wherever the fuck it wants to go. So we let it do just that. It says, my risk is my foundation. Every trade has a plan. Every plan has a stop, and every stop protects my future. I respect my risk, and because of that, my account grows in strength and confidence. So I respect my risk. I accept it. I understand that I can't win every single time. So it's easier for me to hold. I don't have no feelings of nervousness, of fear, of regret, nothing. This is just another play from a whole bunch of trades. This is just another piece of data for the journal. That's it. That's all it is. Win or lose, I do not care. I mean, obviously, I want to win, right? Obviously, we all want to make money. But we can win every time, and you need to accept that as a fact. So we are going to get some volatility here. It is the 11 a.m. open. I do expect to see some heavier price movement here shortly. So let's go over the stop loss placement. So I am targeting 40 points of stop loss to target. I'm giving myself this whole gap for room of error, room of mistakes, all right? And a little bit of this gap for it to tap. It could come back and tap the 0.786, but I am not going to move my stop loss anymore. If I'm moving my stop loss, I'm moving it closer to my entry, if anything. So in my opinion, we do have a proper stop loss placement. Probably not the best protected high, but this in itself should be enough for price to seek lower. Although ES is pumping. ES is hella pumping, which is not a good sign. Because NQ usually wants to follow what ES is doing. So we get a new sweep. Again, we're trading inside of the gap. It is the 11 a.m. open. See what happens. Waiting, boys. I'm waiting. Just sitting on my hands. I'm watching ES closely. So this right here is the 11A open. We have a minimal bottom wick. Can we see price come back to it? Might be asking for too much, but price seems to be holding the market maker buy model. From the B-shaped recovery, from the bullish unicorn trade idea from earlier. I just feel the 5 minute. Can the 5 minute unicorn save us? Can it overcome all of the bullish confluences? This might be a long trade. Hopefully it's a long trade. Hopefully price gives me the ability to protect my position. Although the accumulation of multiple 5 minute candles. We have a tall ask from price. You secured 1 in 3 euro position. Good shit, brother. Now is your time to take your money and walk away. It's going to be a long hold, hopefully. So after seeing all these 5 minute candles, if you were to bet what the next candle is going to look like, what would you say? And we'll find out shortly within the next 5 minutes. Bear, hopefully. But again, there's got to be some sort of pattern recognition here. After multiple bullish candles, what are the odds? The one that we need is bearish. I feel like the odds are slim, but let's see what happens. Hopefully it's a long hold. Hopefully price gives me the opportunity to protect my position. So we swept the low of the previous candle, which is not ideal, and we're inversing the previous candle. But again, I'm holding until it takes me out. Until it fully takes me out, I'm holding. So again, look at this, the volume. All this is very low volume. Very low volume. Trading inside of that 5 minute gap with Asia lows. Can we consider this low resistance? I don't know. Price does not care. It doesn't seem to care at least. Just want to see. Hopefully price gives us the ability to protect my position. So at least we want to see that 11 a.m. low get met, which is this. At least I want to see the 11 a.m. low get met. If the 11 a.m. low gets met, I will be minimizing my risk to about a quarter. So if we look at the volume, all this is low resistance. I do not believe in this bullish pump, but price does not care about what I believe in. Price could care less about what I believe in. But we finally get, well, 30 more seconds, but we're finally gonna get a bearish candle, hopefully, within the bullish trend, and hopefully it's the start of the bearish trend. It's gonna be a long huddle, boys. Get comfortable. Better get comfortable, boys. We're back at our entry. 11 a.m. low gets met. Not yet. Not quite yet. Do want to see, however, let's see. Want to see something. 240. Where is this? About $50 reduction. We're getting a nice bearish displacement, boys. Nice bearish displacement. So this is probably going to be my break even here. But overall, great hodl, great reaction from price. We want to see it come all the way. Yes, I could probably look to re-enter, had some more contracts adjust, but probably just gonna hold as is. So the thing with the hourly candle is we had no bottom wick, and all we were making was the top wick, so we can expect full dump. Full dump, hopefully. Yeah, obviously I do not want to see it come back like to this high. That is a fact. I do not want to see it. Like if it comes back to that high and then goes to our take profit, like I won't even be mad. I do not want to see price come back to the high, so I'll just shave $50 from the position. There's probably some internal bearish unicorn happening. So I think I'm gonna give in. All right, I'm pulling the trigger. Added one more contract into the position. Adjusting my stop loss. Adjusting my TP slightly closer to the break-even point. So we get a much sharper trade. Do want to see that bearish continuation towards the sell side. And we're getting a massive bullish reaction. We have our stop loss set. Nothing we could do but observe. Nothing we could do about this. There is no manual exiting. There's no moving our targets. There's nothing we could do but accept our fate. Of course, I do want to see a miracle happen. I do want to see my take profit take get taken. That is the ideal scenario, but there's absolutely nothing we could do but watch. This is the impending doom of trading. Just observing. Just observing, boys. So we're getting a great reaction. Hopefully we could continue towards that sell side. Gonna be a long trade, boys. We knew it from the start. We signed up for this. There is absolutely nothing we could do but accept our fate, the impending doom. So again, we're getting bearish confirmation. We're getting bearish reactions. Hopefully we continue on that bearish trend. This is the real proper target. Gonna be a long trade, boys. We've came a long way. Price seems to be wanting to hold that bullish order block, but we also have a bearish order block on the contrary. So which one is going to be stronger? Can't be scared, can't be nervous, can't have fear. We've calculated every step of the way. This is just another piece of data from the massive ocean of trades. We're trying to learn something here. There's always a lesson to be learned. Always. So tapping inside of that bearish order block, we're getting a nice bearish reaction from tapping that bearish order block, and we want to see a continuation towards the sell side. Just want to see that continuation. Long hold, boys. We're back at our entry. We're kind of just consolidating, chopping. We're back in the bullish reaction, back in the bullish trend. Let's look at the 5 minute. So we have a bearish order block being our last line of defense. Obviously, it's a tall ask from price we have. Tall ask. We've already asked too much from price. Can we ask for some more without being greedy? I would take this as chop, as consolidation. Nothing much more we could add here. It just is what it is. Obviously, I do want to see a flush towards that sell side. I do want to see price allow me to protect my position, but the market is going to go wherever the fuck it wants to go. The market does not care about the unicorn strategy. It does not care about my feelings, my emotions. The market is heartless. The market is not against us. It is not out there to get us. Ultimately, the market goes wherever the fuck it wants to go. It's unpredictable. It's unreliable. There's not much else we could do but accept our doom. We've set our limits, and all we can do is sit and observe. That's all we could do. Hope for the best. This is just another trade in an ocean of trades, the ocean of data. We are taking this trade, we are learning. We're trying to accumulate a lot of trades in the year, a lot of unicorn setups to see our true win rate, to see how well the unicorn executes. But we want to see that bearish continuation towards that sell side. I am patient in waiting and ruthless in execution. I move only when my system calls me to act. When I enter, I commit with clarity and confidence, and when I exit, I do so without hesitation or regret. There's no other way around it, boys, but through accepting your fate, handling, being in drawdown. It's never going to be a smooth ride, never, ever, ever. In anything you do, starting a business, a relationship, trading, it's never going to be easy. It's never going to be smooth. It's going to be hard. It's going to be painful, but it will change your life. Good things take time. You have to suffer for good things. You must suffer, boys. Ultimately, it's part of the game. We want to see that bearish continuation. We want to see it at least sweep this low, and we can adjust our position. So we're getting the nice bearish reaction that we wanted right there. I will be adjusting my stop loss to this high. I do not want to see it come back for this high. I want to see a full flush towards the sell side now. We can add one more contract, one last try. But I think I'm just going to leave it as is and accept the fact that I've already minimized risk. Again, ultimately, I want to see that bearish continuation. If it comes all the way back to take us out, it was not meant to be. And that is that. We accept it. We're back in our entry after being in profits, after being in drawdown. We're literally in the medium of the range. We're right in the chop, right in the consolidation. Although ES has distributed nicely towards the sell side, and Q's still struggling. It's still wanting to make us suffer. But hopefully NQ could align with ES and continue on its way towards the sell side. And it's coming for us, boys. Impending doom is on the way. Impending doom is on the way. Long ass hold, boys. Long ass trade. This is what we signed up for. We're back at our entry, back in profits. Can we maintain? Can NQ align with the S? Can it continue towards the sell side? Can we just get like 100 point bearish candle? Too much hopium. But price is struggling to find a direction. We have a tough battle between buyers and sellers, which makes this consolidation, makes this chop. But the new macro is about to start, and hopefully we can see some volume coming in. So let me look at the 5 minute. Again, I feel like our stop placement is just good. It's placed right where it should be placed. There's not much else we could do. But accept our fate right there. Oh, that is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Just looking at the 15 minutes, respecting the 15-minute gap. Just taking some highs, looking at the 5 minute. We're still respecting the 5 minute unicorn. Could have we just let the trade as is, stop loss above the high? Probably. But this is not the price action that we wanted to see. We wanted to see a clean bearish continuation towards the sell side. I did manage, however, to win here on the alpha. Caught a short right here. After getting break even here, caught a short here. Managed to make my $200 right there, putting me at 1 day away from another payout with alpha futures. But that's it, boys. That is it. We took a minimal loss, which I will happily take. ES does end up displacing lower more steeply, probably getting closer to our target, but NQ refuses to go any lower. And there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. Daily P&L. Oh, boys, you boys really like to see that daily P&L, don't you? Here it is. So we only lost, what is it? We lost 160 bucks. That's all we lost. 160 bucks. Yes, I do have double risk, double leverage on some accounts, some evals, some fundeds. But what can you do? Let me go on TradeZella so you can see the calendar. Just looking in hindsight, manage accounts, syncing, synced, home journal. There you go. It's registered. There you go. It's registered. So we are only down $150 on the month right there. Right there. You can see it. Unfortunately, we did spot two winning unicorns. The one we decide to take ends up losing. So the first unicorn that we faded that we saw, the first one was the 3-minute, which was this. Which would have been a clean top tick. This is where I had my limit. I end up canceling the limit for reasons. Obviously, hindsight is 2020. I am reviewing how we did on the day. Stop recording. That's the first one that we faded, that we missed. You can see here we have our bearish breaker block right there with our bearish gap right there. We have the confluences stacked. And the second setup we faded was this 1-minute bullish unicorn right here. That does end up playing out beautifully. We saw it play out in real time. You can even have your stop loss here below the low. Aim for that 2-to-1. And that right there is the power of the beautiful unicorn. Unfortunately, the one we decide to take is this 5-minute bearish unicorn right here. This is the unicorn that we decide to take. We entered off a 1-minute change in the state of delivery, giving ourselves a 40-point stop loss. We managed to cut our risk by slowly macro managing the position, which was the best thing we could have done because ultimately it does end up taking the high. But we wanted to see a sharp continuation towards the sell side. What did I see? I saw that in the 5-minute we had, as you can see here, low volume on the bullish candles, which was 1. We had equal lows right here. We also had Asia low right here. So I wanted to see that steep continuation towards the sell side. But the market does not care about that. So I'll take my loss and happily walk away. Tough month of August. Again, there's been clean unicorns, there's been clean reads, but our execution has not been adequate, hence why we have the calendar that we have. But let's look at alpha futures. Again, I'm handling smaller margins, smaller ranges, and that's all we need to have this beautiful calendar on alpha futures. So we're 1 day away from taking another payout with this prop firm, and hopefully they continue paying me out. Hopefully. But we are in an amazing winning streak, boys. Amazing winning streak. The stack, it's been a lot more rough because we're trying to catch longer ranges, and NQ has cooked the longer ranges. But yeah, that's pretty much it, boys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with me. Let me go ahead and reframe the setup. So it was 40 points, which was around, I forgot to take a screenshot. That's why I'm doing this. 40 points, 40, about right there, with a 2-to-1 right there. And we end up get taken out right here. stop loss. And let's take a screenshot here. And in the 5-minute, let's take a screenshot here on the 5-minute. Make sure you're taking screenshots of your trades, of your setups, add them to your journal. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. The 5-minute, I do want to see the 5-minute come out. And yeah. All right, that's pretty much it, boys. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, all right? Stay tuned for the reel. I am going to upload a reel. That's it.